if you're talking about procurement and medical experts working together in a hospital. And on the other hand, most of the time, the organization of a hospital is pretty separate, meaning that you have like nursing, you have the medical experts, and then you have something that is mostly called administration. Procurement, if that exists as a business unit, in this context, business units in administration, has little influence on suppliers and product choices. Maybe a little bit on the suppliers, but on the product choices, if it comes to like implants or stuff that is really important for the outcome of the treatment of the patients, most of the times medical experts, they want to have a say or they want to decide which products they are using. It is one problem that the professions in the hospital are strictly separated from each other. And that is also a problem between nursing and medical, but that's maybe another podcast episode then. That makes collaboration tough in the first place. So the environment maybe in a hospital is not really a setting where a cross-functional collaboration is something that is happening all the time. And what is even a bigger problem is that the suppliers have then a good connection to the medical experts. Most of the time, the suppliers are more in contact with the medical experts than they are with the procurement. And therefore, they influence product decisions and preferences. And what is the challenge? Procurement and medical experts, they should have the mutual goal to make sure that the right products, which are need-oriented, not chosen by marketing strategies, are available for the patient treatments. Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, it absolutely does, because my understanding there is you've got quite a siloed working environment within the hospitals, within the patient care process, right? Procurement's already on the outside of that world because they're not the experts. They probably don't have anywhere near the knowledge needed to confidently source. But there's probably a lot of value that not just going with the new flashy marketing pitch that's come from one of those suppliers directly to, say, a doctor to get the business, right?
Yeah, and over the time, really, these marketing budgets, they were huge. And it's very hard at the point that we are to like try to all of the marketing that has happened already, because medical experts, if they go to university and they are treating their first patients, it's like when I'm trying to explain it to other people who are not from the field, I'm always saying them, imagine that you are working with your Microsoft Office environment every day for 10 years, and then you get like a MacBook or you get like a Linux system. And then try to do the same thing that you were doing all of the time in the same productivity that you did it for the last 10 years. You will need the time to adjust to another product. And what we are doing is mostly office work. I can say that for me. That means that nobody is threatened by the things that I do. But if you are like treating a patient, maybe doing a difficult procedure, you really want to stick to the products that you're used to. And that is maybe something that you have to give to them, that you do not want to switch just the product on the fly. You want to know the product. And if there is not like in any case for you a motivation to change the product, you will not do that. And there were certain suppliers, they were very clever in placing their product in the universities where the young medical experts learn how to do it. And if they do it with this product, they want to proceed it with the rest of their life. In best case, just using the product that they know from the beginning when they were learning how to treat a patient.
Yeah, that's that's a huge barrier, right? To change, for one, because that influence throughout the entire education process, all those years studying, using certain products, and then to be able to use them in your job is going to feel great for you as a practitioner. But if you're potentially trying to build more resilience or build out different capabilities, then how do you switch without the expert saying? How are people approaching this? Like, how are they getting a little bit closer maybe to these medical experts to try and influence from a procurement angle?
It is not possible to change like the current structures that we are working in, because they are founded like for certain hospitals 100 years ago. So therefore you would have to change the whole way hospitals are being managed and being organized. The challenge is more for procurement to accept for themselves that this is the environment that they're working in, and then trying to trust and establish cross-functional teams with the medical experts, with the nursing experts as well, because there are some products that you want to decide upon with the medical experts and some that you need like the nursing experts. And it's not about being like in procurement the best one that knows the product the best. It's more about being successful with the medical experts, like doing like one starting project, then talking about that, and then trying to establish a network into the hospitals and to the suppliers to get like the right answers if you have like a question about products or if you need something. Yeah, it's about a lot of marketing for procurement for yourself, if that makes sense. And at the end, like maybe on certain things, try to engage hospital management. So they know that you have mutual goals with the medical experts, that there might be some cost reduction possible, and that will not have any influence on quality, because that is important. And I think that is something that is really a challenge to get out of the head of the medical experts. The procurement is only about cost cutting and maybe leaving them with products with lower quality.